I will be voting against this bill today and stand in absolute solidarity with all those in Liverpool West Derby taking industrial action in defence of their pay, conditions, their colleagues, and in defence of the public who rely on these services. I'm proud to stand alongside them on picket lines and will continue to support workers in struggle with pride. And may I offer a word of advice to the members opposite. Go to the picket lines, speak to the people on them, and then maybe the demonisation will not slip so easily from them lips. This is a pernicious bill, which shames this House and nation, designed to attack and demoralise public service workers taking industrial action as a very last resort. I've spoken to nurses, firefighters, civil servants and posties in Liverpool at our food pantries who are being forced into food poverty because of the wages they've received after 12 years of austerity, a political choice made by the Tory government in 2010, and now we are living through the wreckage of that choice with the destruction of our NHS and public services. Let's be clear. The reason these workers are having to take industrial action in the first place is because of this government and its decisions, because never ever forget, hunger and poverty many public sector workers are facing at this moment is a political choice, which this Prime Minister unfortunately finds so easy to make. Mr Deputy Speaker, we have a multi-millionaire Prime Minister who will never ever know what it's like to feel hungry, who will never fear the creep of poverty at the door of his home, telling public sector workers facing this dire situation they will be sacked if they withdraw their labour when they simply say enough is enough. It's obscene, Mr Deputy Speaker. We have a morally bankrupt government with financial scandal after financial scandal, second job after second job, bringing draconian legislation to outlaw industrial action for the very people we clapped during COVID for everything they've done for us as a nation. The bill itself is a purposefully lacking in detail, practically unworkable and potentially unlawful attempt to undermine the right to strike. Instead of bringing this bill to Parliament, the Minister should have been spending time negotiating meaningfully with the trade unions about pay and conditions, and they could have also used this time to write the long-promised employment bill. Mr Deputy Speaker, this bill must be voted down. The draconian drift is now becoming a raging current. Any parliamentarian who believes in the democratic rights of its citizens must see this clearly and kick this wretched piece of legislation out of this place.